here are some things that you want to consider if you are thinking about joining the Air Force, all right? The first thing that you want to consider, if you have kids, you want to make sure that you have a solid plan for them while you're gone. Start talking to people ahead of time before you even start your process, because you don't want to waste your time. Figure out who they're going to be with, whether it's going to be their mom, their dad, grandparents, whoever, whatever it is, your plan is solid, because the Air Force is going to ask you to fill out a family care plan. And with that family care plan, they're going to want to know who's going to be keeping your kids for you while you're gone. It sounds good, to say, oh, I want to join the military if I have kids. I know that can be something that, you may want to do. However, if you don't have the support, you just don't have the support, right? So definitely just get that figured out first. The next thing that you want to consider is your credit, all right? This is very important, because if your credit is too bad, it can absolutely keep you from getting into the Air Force. The other branches, not so much, but the Air Force, absolutely. They are going to pull your credit. They are going to look at it depending on what they look for specifically. I believe they do like a debt to income ratio type of scale. If there's things on there that have more of like a higher balance, depending on what it is, they may ask you, or you may have to submit a waiver. And I did have to do this. And what this is basically just you explaining to them what it is, how did it get on your credit, how you're going to get it resolved, and what are you going to do to make sure that it doesn't happen again. It does have to get approved. So just keep that in mind, that your credit can absolutely make or break you. Ahead of time, pulling your credit, seeing what's on there, and seeing if there's things that you may need to get on a payment plan. The last thing that I have for you, Air Force is going to want to have all of your documents, everything. So with that being said, you are going to have the basics, your ID, your social security card, your birth certificate, your high school diploma. If you don't have your diploma, you can use like your transcripts, so that's fine. Or like your GED, stuff like that. So, but those are just the basic things, okay? On top of those basic things, if you're married, they're going to want your marriage license. If you're divorced, they're going to want to know, or they're going to want to have your divorce decree. They are going to want everything, okay? Every little thing. So just be prepared to start getting those things. Keep that in mind. I don't know if I said this already, but if you have kids, you're going to have to get those documents for your kids as well. You can request those documents if you need to. Just keep in mind that it does take time to get those things back. You know for a fact that you don't have certain documents, go ahead and just get it now, because you're going to have to get it anyway.